It's horrible. Okay, renal medicine is an absolute disaster. All of the really, really clever people end up going into it because it's just an absolute minefield. However, what you actually need to know about it is quite little, quite not much really. And that's what I'm going to try and do, is tell you a little bit about pathology, some of the renal syndromes, and then go through renal failure, which is actually the thing that you most need to understand. I'm going to assume that everyone has a basic knowledge of renal anatomy and physiology. And by this, I mean roughly where the kidneys are, that there are blood vessels that supply them, and that there are various structures within the kidney. I'm not going to sort of base my talk around sodium countercurrent exchanges in the descending loop of Henle or anything like that, but a little bit of anatomy and physiology is assumed. So first of all, what I want to do is give you 3 cases just to have in your mind as I go through the first half of this little talk. The first case is of a 35-year-old alcohol abuser who presents to A&E with confusion and melena, so passing of digested blood in the stool. On examination, he has signs of chronic liver disease and is pale and clammy. The blood pressure is 90/50, so low, and the pulse is elevated at 130 beats per minute. Investigations reveal an anemia, so a low hemoglobin, 6.3. If we say a normal would be, say, 12 to 14. An MCV of 108, so if we say normal is probably about 90, so an elevated MCV. White cell count of 3.8, and LFTs show a gamma GT of 2000, if we say a normal is 50, so highly elevated gamma GT. The urine electrolyte, sodium 123 with a normal of between 135 and 145, potassium 5.4 with a normal of 3.5 to 5, urea 27, let's say a normal up to 8, creatinine 135, upper range of normal is 120. Okay, that's just a rough situation to keep in your mind. The second case, 17-year-old student who presents to A&E with a 6-day history of a sore throat, flu-like symptoms, who now has frank urine.
Santi, porfa, vaya listando el link del live y me lo pasa para yo ponerlo en la plataforma y tenerlo ahí cuando la mostremos. ¿Listo? Porfa.
74-year-old man who presents to his GP, increasing malaise, back pain associated with hesitancy and a poor stream of urine. Investigations show for Usinese a sodium 134. Remember I said 135 to 145 normal. Potassium 6.4, so that's grossly elevated if our normal is 3.5.
Para yo ponerlo en la plataforma y tenerlo ahí cuando la mostremos. ¿Listo? Porfa.
74-year-old man who presents to his GP, increasing malaise, back pain associated with hesitancy and a poor stream of urine. The abdomen shows bilateral. Investigations show for Usinese a sodium 134. So those are just 3 cases. Remember I said 135 to the back of your mind normal. Go through. Potassium 6.4, so that's grossly elevated. Our normal is 3.5.
Para yo ponerlo en la plataforma y tenerlo ahí cuando la mostremos. ¿Listo? Porfa.
74-year-old man presents to his GP, increasing malaise, back pain associated with hesitancy and a poor stream of urine. The abdomen shows bilateral. Investigations show for Usinese a sodium 134. So those are just 3 cases. 135 to the back of your mind normal. Potassium 6.4, so that's grossly elevated. Our normal is 3.5.
Para yo ponerlo en la plataforma y tenerlo ahí cuando la mostremos. ¿Listo? Porfa.
74-year-old man presents to his GP, increasing malaise, back pain associated with hesitancy and a poor.